Hi Cancer, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Cancer, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you've got the Hanged Man card. Now, in a lot of ways, this is really speaking to... It's really speaking to you it's really asking you this week to take your time with everything. This is a moment where no action is the best course of action, right? This is a moment to take it back to ground, take it down, ask yourself, what is the next step? And more importantly, what am I learning from this moment in time? What am I learning from being in this place of my life at this moment in time? This is really a week for observation. It's not a week for hard action. It's not a week to push. It's not a week really to do much. This is about taking stock. It's also a great week to reassess or reevaluate what the path actually looks like going forward. No stress this week, right? Take it easy. Now, that being said, if you haven't seen it yet, please don't forget to check out your monthly numerology reading for the life path. I work really hard on these, and I think they're pretty good information for you. And not only that, it gives you a different perspective on the energy of the month. If you don't know your life path number, there will be a little floating thing above my head to let you know how to calculate that so that you can check it out. All right. If you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit the subscribe button. For your actions and options this week, you have the Seven of Wands. Now, the first thing that I want to say to you is you already have the upper hand, right? If there is a situation in your life at this moment in time where you want to fight something or battle something, you're already in the right. And the thing that I want to say to you is this, and this is something that I live by for myself. Sometimes just knowing what you could say is enough, right? Sometimes it's better to do nothing because you know what you could say, right? That's it. Nice, simple, easy, he says, with a whole bunch of Cancerians that are always in their feels. You know me, Cancer Moon, so I'm actually trying to think about what this could be for me. I've got an idea of what it may be, but we'll see. For your communications and conversations, you have the King of Pentacles. This is lovely, right? In a lot of ways, right? So Earth is slow moving. The King of Pentacles is the slowest moving energy of the tarot deck. And in a lot of ways, this suggests that when it comes to communication this week, this needs to be a week where you think before you speak, right? So take time. The reason I say this is you may be presented with opportunities, you may be presented with information this week. It's up to you to sort out what you believe the facts actually are. And you can't do that if you're charging into something. Now, an earth sign male, Taurus, Capricorn or Virgo may feature for you in your communications in some way, shape or form, which is great. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, this could be an opportunity that shapes up for you this week. But that King of Pentacles, the opportunity is solid. I can tell you that much, right? It's a promotion. It's absolutely solid. But because you've got that Hanged Man there, there's a part of me that almost wants to say to you, not all that glitters is gold, right? So you may be being offered a promotion or a different position, or, you know, this has just opened up. And at first, because it's more money, most people will be like, yeah, you know, they'll jump at it. Take a minute to consider if it is actually what you want and need at this moment in time. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, again, similar kind of energy, but the advancement here is not just in terms of money or even the career. This is the potential to further the ends of your business, but you need to ask yourself, is it sustainable for the long run? That's the question that needs to be asked here. There's a lot of observation that has to take place for Cancers this week. For those of you that are retired or no longer working, this is a good week to look at the money, look at the finances. What are you doing with your money? What could you do with your money? Is it working as hard as it could? Is it not doing anything? This week, getting your ducks in a row in some way, shape or form will be a smart move. For your love and relations, you've got the Four of Wands. So for those of you that are single, I'm going to start there. I really like this, right? This could absolutely be a week where you meet somebody. If you are meeting them, you are going to be you're going to be more of the pincers than the soft squidgy middle this week, right? So when people meet you or come across you, they're going to be like, okay, this is a tough character, right? So they're not going to be seeing that soft part of you just yet, which I actually think I always like those connections best, because when people can see who you really are when shit gets tough, they're less likely to walk away when it does get tough and they see a side of you that they don't know or aren't aware exists. And I have this a lot in my own life, not necessarily with partnerships, although it's been known to happen. I've had people tell me that they won't date me just because of what I do for work, which I find hilarious. I'm sorry, I have to laugh about it. But yeah, like sometimes I think when people see me get angry or they see me kind of flare up or, crack a really dirty joke, they're like, I thought you were spiritual. And it's like, yeah. And that means I encompass the full spectrum of life. Come on now. Now, sorry, this is enough about me. For those of you that are single, because you've got that Seven of Wands there, I do get the feeling that someone could be seeing you in your entirety, which is great. The Four of Wands is celebrations, it's events. If you get invited to something, go ahead this week, right? You have permission to have fun, not that you need it. And with that Hanged Man there, for those of you that are newly seeing someone, it's basically saying, have fun, keep going with it, but take your time. There's no need to rush anything here, right? Especially because you've got the King of Pentacles. If you're building a solid foundation, it will be solid. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, I kind of like this. For me, it kind of feels like you guys are maybe getting that honeymoon energy back, or maybe you're getting back to the point where you can laugh about stuff after a very difficult period. For your money and materials, you have the Page of Cups, right? Something that you love to do now becomes possible. Something that you love to do now becomes viable to make you more money, whether this is starting a business, doing the side hustle thing, but it's something that you love. It's like you don't look at it as a side hustle. You don't look at it as a side business or a side job. Like, this is just something you genuinely love to do that is bringing you potential good returns and good money. I like this. And there is an earth sign person who may very well be able to help you grow this, right? So this week, be prepared. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, for me, this is a very Piscean energy. And so this week, paying attention to your lymphatic system and your hormonal system, your endocrine system, looking after yourself in those ways. I'm not a doctor, I can't give you medical advice, but look after those aspects of self, and also your feet, your toes, and your ankles. Really pay attention to those. When it comes to your home and environment, this is you in some way just creating a much more lush environment, a place that you really enjoy. This could be redecorating, this could be upcycling your furniture, this could be bringing something new into the home. It is retrograde season, so just be careful about any really big purchases, but anything that's going to create more beauty in the home or enhance the experience that you have at home would be wonderful this week. For your new moon message, you have the Gate 38 and Fighter. I love this card because the lotus flower to me is very special anyway, but the story of the lotus, if I've never told you this before, it blooms from like the dirtiest, shittiest water. And that kind of suggests to me, just like the message on the card, Fighter, It's not about where you come from, who you've been, who you were, how people have judged you, what people think you are. It's about what you become and who you choose to continually create yourself to be. The fact that you have this as your new moon message, this new moon is going to highlight to you not only who you are now, but who you are going to continue to be and grow into from this moment forth. I think this could be an amazing week for you if you are prepared to do the Hanged Man stuff. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.